question I want all of you to think about. What if we could be as confident as our favorite brand? What if we could throw all the other rules out and just embrace that? So what I do is I talk about personal brand confidence, not just confidence, but I want you to think like a brand. Find that brand inside of you and hold that tight the way that Mercedes does, the way that Dove does. I mean, look at the commitment Dove has made to women and girls over the past few decades. Can we give Dove a big round of applause? Thank you. So when we know that we feel like this on our own, and brands make us feel so much brighter, I want to change that equation. I want you to think about how we can make ourselves feel amazing. Because here's the thing, it's in us. We don't always see it, but it's in us. So, if we want to think that way, the first step is to recognize your personal brand DNA. Okay, so if we all have our own unique DNA, that means that we are all unique in our own right. Which means that we all have that spark, that magic, that certain something that makes us stand out. And I can tell you that in the 25 years that I've been doing marketing and PR, and I've worked for many big brands like Disney and American Express and Mercedes-Benz, but I've also worked with amazing small businesses where we've gone in to do a branding workshop and I've said, where have you come from? What's your story? What are the values that drive you, that are really important to you? What do you make people feel like? And we get those answers and we build that brand. Why can't we ask those questions for ourselves? We can.
Keka is brilliant. She's amazing. She has so much real-world knowledge that she can bring to this topic, and I loved how she brought it all back to her as a person, and hearing kind of the stories of her growing up and how she was told, you know, she wasn't attractive enough, and that really stuck with her. And it becomes this weird filter where you hear a good thing, but you filter it through your mind saying, no, that's not true. And so seeing her as someone who like applied her knowledge of branding to how to access your own self-confidence, brilliant. I never thought of it that way, and it makes a lot of sense. Keka's amazing.
I thought Keka was amazing. As soon as she started speaking, I was immediately drawn into her. Also, being a South Asian female, I could relate to a lot of her story, and I felt like she was able to just engage with the audience so seamlessly and make it really fun. I love the activities she did, and also just her energy and her kindness made me actually want to listen and learn from her as well, and made it really relatable.
I loved her talk because I work for a brand, and so the connection of seeing that tied to personal brand and how that can inspire people because they experience the effects of brands on their life every day. How can they use that and imagine that for themselves? I thought was really, really powerful as a message. And secondly, I loved her personal storytelling and how open she chose to be throughout the whole thing.